Okay, today we have the lovely Denise Lucas here, and she comes all the way from Holland, and she does some incredible psychic stuff, and she's going to tell us all about it. So, first of all, I've mentioned you come from Holland. Um, what brought you here today? Is it just the party, or have you lived here before?
I've been here before. I was pregnant here in Marbella, and it's my first time back again. So, really exciting to be back after 5 years with all these loving people, and I'm really enjoying, on this magical place. I mean, look at the view. Yeah,
Yes, viewers, it is spectacular.
all the elements are here.
Yeah, it's absolutely magical where we are today. So Denise, what is it that you do, and why did you choose it?
So I'm a spiritual coach. I bring people back into their alignment with their soul. I connect with their soul, and I read what is necessary for them in order for them to thrive and evolve on their spiritual path, and see and feel the blockages, what is keeping them from living their true essence and their true alignment.
Wow.
And it's I've always been a very sensitive girl. When I was young, at a young age, I could always read people, and I never understood why people say, "Yeah, I'm fine." I'm like, "No, you're not fine." Um, you know, so it was a whole procedure for me to really get in touch with my own sensitivity, and to know that and understand that I'm different than others, and to really understand what my energy is in order to be there for another person. So I've done all the aspects in life. I love so many other things. I've been very creative, and before I really sat down and chose to choose for this path. That took me some years, and I have something new that has always been in my heart since I've been through my own awakening process many years ago, and I got these downloads of the new earth that was unfolding, and I saw how everything was built and created in this new energy. I was like, wow, and I'm like, how are we going to do this all? And the main thing that came through were the kids, and the kids are the key to the new earth. And the kids have always moved me because they're so pure in essence, right? And
Innocent.
and they teach us. They are our masters. They behold all the codes within them to create this new earth. And I feel it is our responsibility to create a whole new platform for them to thrive and to play and to freely be, in order for them to bring their message and their mission here on earth. They are the future. And so that's always been something on the back. And I've done the energy healing. I coach women, and to connect with the kids is something that really touches my heart. Why? Because my inner child gets to play as well.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm a star child as well. So, we've been coming in here on Earth, and you could see the gap of the old energies and the new energies, and you can really sense and feel these kids in order for them, to give that platform and a playground to freely be, because they come from such a, you can hear them on the background. They come from such a high energy that we simply forgot. And I remember me in my own epiphanies and my awakening, when I connected with the fairies and my star family. It was, I never felt home, and was homesick, and I didn't understand why. It wasn't related to my parents, but it was something way bigger that I didn't understand until I got these visions and connection with my star family, and then I understood more of who I am and what I came here to do.
Hello.
So here we have.
Speaking of children.
Here we have a star child. Hey, Yana. This is my lovely daughter, which is my big mirror. And yeah, so now I have this beautiful program, the ICU program, where I connect with children and blindfold them in order for them to connect with their outer energy, their spirit energy, and
Wow.
we practice. We practice through art and we practice through play, in reading books, drawing, or playing ball. And what it does is it shuts down their normal senses and they align with their true essence. And I saw this many years ago and I was literally crying. Why? Because I knew deep down in my heart that this is what we can do, we all can do. We just simply forgot through all the systems that are created here throughout eons on Earth in order for
Yes.
us to create,
The
to be
Matrix.
controlled, right? Yes. So we're breaking free from these systems. When we go inside, we break the systems within ourselves and the systems outside ourselves. To be that example and to be in that alignment with your essence, and to see that with the kids because they're naturally more open to it. We tend to shut everything down, in the family structures, and then the educational systems, and then the social
Yeah.
systems. And the whole educational system, it's so outdated. It isn't in alignment with these children. That's
Yeah.
why they're bored. That's why they are autistic, which actually means they're super high sensitive, and they have these other qualities, and they know how to tune in on a different way. We
Yeah.
just don't
They're just
know.
told to live in a box, and if you don't fit in the box, you do not belong here.
Exactly. But everyone has their unique skills and spiritual gifts. And once you allow someone to have the space to thrive and to be, then these spiritual gifts can evolve from out their own intrinsic values. And it's been astonishing, this whole program, and to see it's not, it's super cool to see them being blindfolded and read books and play ball and draw within the
They
lines.
read books.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Okay, so that proves that they are not you. You don't use your eyes. You're using your consciousness,
Exactly. Yeah.
which is outside of
Yeah. And spirit can see all around. It's funny also how they perceive things like um, it has so many layers, this program, and without even um, asking the child unconsciously shows me what their belief patterns are, and that keeps her or him from their true essence. So what they're struggling with, they unconsciously already show me through the play, and immediately in one lesson also, at the first lesson. So this is like,
the first lesson.
yeah, they show me, and I'm not asking anything. It's just
Wow.
the way they expose themselves and express themselves, or even share. Um, it's their spirit that asks. I can feel the emotions running through me because it's so beautiful.
Big.
It's so beautiful, and it's so needed right now because these kids are not seen for whom they are. They have such an amount of um, energy and level of awareness and wisdom within themselves that um, needs to be respected, I believe, in order to create this new world that we, as a collective, so long for. We long for harmony, we long for union, we long to see the beauty inside and outside ourselves through the connection of this union field. And that's what they're here to teach or show us, this unconditional love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And do you have to? Is it a requirement to have your psychic abilities uh, online to be able to teach this, or can you teach other people, just somebody who's interested in doing it but doesn't have their psychic abilities awoken yet, to bring this out in children? Because what I see is we need more of this all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
and you would probably need to teach people, but not everybody is going to have the same level of
Well,
abilities as you.
that counts for everything. I mean, everyone in that way as well has their unique skills and their unique um, way of wanting to learn things or show things or do things in life. Yes, you are being um, chosen. I don't want to say chosen. Yes, you have to learn how to tune into the child in order to facilitate it, because the children are functioning on such a high level that within this hour that we're working, you're working with spirit, and
Yeah.
you're working with these star children, which is a frequency that's super high. So they can outwit you, you know. They can outwit you. So on all levels, working with them, in order to, what you do in this hour, you praise the child. You praise the child constantly. You never say that they're doing something wrong. And some of these kids, they've never ever experienced that.
Right.
They never experienced that. So, to be loved and to be seen for whom you are creates inner peace and
Absolutely.
creates space in order for
Absolutely.
you to be and to relax, um, and to thrive.
So how did you get your first child to do this? Did you study this and then say, hey, I can do this, or did it just sort of happen and then you realize you can do this?
No, I studied this, and then yeah, you intuitively feel who wants to come towards you, and you connect, and I spread the news, and everyone is, uh, yeah, amazed, because it touches you in your heart, and it's not about the ego, because you have to deal with the parents as well who wants to, or different parents. The mom is on and the dad is off,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But it always, the child has to really want to do it. You can't force the child because the parents want to.
Have you had children that were not ready to do it?
Um, Even and the parents want to, you
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, there's a certain age, so it starts from 5 to 10, and also that is a, an age you take as a scale. But then I tune in if the child is ready, because they have to sort of have a knowledge of reading, and but it goes on. Even if the child can't read, like it's 6 or 7, or it's dyslexic,
Mm.
or it's really helpful on these areas as well. There was a case of a child that has been chronically fatigued. She couldn't get out of bed anymore, and she had to be carried from from one room to the other room, and she couldn't get to school anymore. Da, 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 da.
Wow.
And then she started to do the program, and after 3 months, she was in a wheelchair, and after 3 months, she chucked the wheelchair out of the house, so she could walk again. She got back her energy, and
3 months.
yeah, and then she went to school, and then she got back, and then she says, like, Mom, what am I doing at school? I'm not gonna learn what I know inside. She's already connected with her essence, that she can trust, that in order to um, make her choices in life. And that's what we need to do. We have to coach the children, stand behind them or next to
Yeah.
them,
And
and
guide them into what
exactly.
they,
Yeah,
instead of making them fit in that box.
yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yes, and I'm on a similar mission, but it I'm not psychic like you, so um, I've got to sort of. I'm just going to be saying I'm giving art classes, and I'm to try and get as many children
Hmm.
in that don't know what's really going to go on in the class. Yeah, I'm going to teach them art, but I'm going to teach them a little bit about the law of attraction, how how to take control of your thoughts, your emotions, and things like that. But and then hopefully they'll go and see that into their friends and family. And
Yeah, because once you align them with their true core essence, the effect on their outer reality, which is their inner circle and
yeah,
their
so
families,
this ripple
of
effect.
course,
Yeah,
and that's the whole key, you know, and
yeah,
that's why the children brought now here into Earth, because they come from such a high frequency. When they ground into the grid of Mother Earth, the light frequencies and the codes get into the grid, so the light frequency of the Earth rises,
yes,
you know, and the more we are um, going inward and connecting with our own light and being an example for the world outside, and connect. If the grounding is super important, all I keep saying it, you know, grounding is always important, because once you ground into the 5D crystalline grid, the higher the frequency gets. And yeah, they also know how to not only control us but also the kids, you know, and that really hurts me. So
yeah,
you know, by doing this program, I want, of course, I want this in every new alternative school and movement, you know, to be this as a
absolutely.
base. This is the base. Because once you're aligned, it makes sense. It all comes from inside. Once you're aligned with that, you can integrate it into the grid, into embody it, integrate it, and connect with all. You know.
So this is what you are basically doing with these children.
Hmm.
You, so you start off by blindfolding them,
Yes.
and they are automatically developing their psychic abilities, and then you take that further and install their ability to ground the codes, so to say.
To give more confidence. You know, for the children, you don't talk in codes. It's naturally, it's like riding a bike, you know, for
Yeah.
them. It's, you don't talk in codes. That's like us human talk. Um, for them, it's natural. So it's about giving them confidence to be their authentic self, and to freely be, and to have that alignment, to know when to choose, what is right for them, and to feel good about themselves. And when they get into the whole, like the whole educational system is so out of touch with whom we truly are, because you get into school with, like, what these kids have 90% of the capacity of their brains that they're using, and then once they get out and finished at high school, they only have 13% that they're still using. So downgrading their capabilities in order for them to fit
Yeah.
in the system.
Yeah, it's all
You know?
part of the plan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. So the left brain, in what you see at schools, is all the lessons are very projected on the left brain, and the right brain, just a few, you know, creative art, whatever. But it's not
here,
enough.
here in Spain, just about all the creative activities have been taken out of the system. I've seen how my children, their art homework, if they ever get any, is literally like drawing triangles and squares and color them in. And my children are 12 and 15.
That's also telling them what to do, right?
And
Not,
yeah,
yeah,
there's nothing creative
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
So that's what inspired me to, like, okay, well, if this is what's happening to my kids, it's happening to all the kids. Um, so yeah, I feel very deeply about doing this. Are there? Do you know of other people that are doing what you're doing?
Yes, I do. There's a lot of in Spain. Yeah, there is. Um, I learned it through Nicola. Nicola comes from England. She's an amazing, amazing being. Um, she's connected on all different levels. Beautiful being, and she spreads this wisdom from out her heart, and you know, being aligned herself, you can really sense and feel how you learn with other students back in the time, how the group energy is. And when I was learning this, all these souls, all these new souls were coming in, and you can see the frequency of the souls rising and rising. Like, for example, I'm a star child, that, you know, was way denser back in the time, and you
Yes.
never like really could connect. Like when I had my epiphanies, I would never ever really share because it was not done, you know. And now it's more out in common. And now, like these kids, these kids it was so beautiful. As I had this vision, these kids were all coming in because they were thinking us, and these kids were still had to embody on earth, like be birthed on earth,
Waiting in line.
waiting in line, kind of like a spiral.
Oh, you've actually seen that.
Yeah, and these kids are coming even from another higher frequency than they did before. So it's like it's needed, you know.
So they've just come through experience, not actually to to change the world into the new 5D crystalline um, dimension that we're going to be. What I understand is that the new Earth and the old Earth are separating, but they will still cohabit the same um, Earth, so to say, but it would be two different frequencies, and we would be either on the 5D frequency or living in the 3D frequency, and we will not, they will not see us, and we will not see them, kind of thing. Are they coming to actually physically change the Earth, or is it going to be like that?
It's an alignment. So the earth is all about an alignment. It's not something physical out there. It's the alignment you make within yourself, and then what you create from that energy field, you create into matter. You create the new earth from out there. So there has been. It's not the first earth. We already destroyed earth before, right?
Have you seen that?
Vision of it. Yeah, well, I used to have, like, when I was a child, I remember I had these nightmares, everything in complete fire, and lots of, Lemuria as well. Lemuria is connected to the old earth line, the older Lemuria. So, and to be honest, I've been in that timeline on both sides. So, it's all about bringing all these aspects of your soul back into alignment, back into union. And this is like the final life that you've been waiting for. There's so many times that you've been fighting for the light and
Been persecuted.
exactly. And now you've been working hard for that in order to do it. So it's about standing in that center point. It's about being that light for yourself, first of all, and bringing all these aspects and all these dimensions with also the good virtues of your soul, but also the aspects that are still residing within the dark, to bring that back into union, to bring that back into wholeness. And this way you become whole and you start to come into your soul star chakra and your alignment with the 5D crystalline grid, in which you can embody then in the Earth Star Chakra into the 5D crystalline grid. So it's all about aligning yourself with the new Earth energy. It's an alignment, and from out there you create with every choice you make.
You are such an inspiration. Thank
Thank you
so much for this interview.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I really hope this is not the last time I see you. And if I do get this art school off the ground, I would love you to be a guest one day
and create art together.
Yeah, and show. Let's try and see what we can do with the kids.
Yeah, nice.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The wonderful Denise Lucas. And hopefully one day we'll be able to see what she does.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.